Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain-Free You. Decided to shoot outside for the first time in a while. Such a nice day, the cicadas are gone, the construction workers are no longer working, so perfect opportunity. Today I wanted to talk about this. If you believe you are sick or broken, your brain will behave as if that's true. So as you know, if you've been following me for any length of time, I talk about the mind-body connection, the mind-body cause of symptoms and pain. The term I use is a perceived danger response, which means your brain's primary function is to protect us. And if it believes there's a problem, it will turn on an alarm, such as pain or any other type of symptom. And there's dozens and dozens and dozens of different types of symptoms. So when I say, if you believe that you are broken or sick, your brain will behave as if that's true because your brain's primary responsibility is safety and survival. And so if you believe you've got a bad back, what do you think your brain's going to do when you use that back? You're bending over, you're lifting something, you're doing something. The brain's going to warn you, ouch, oh, right? So as long as you persist with I've got a bad back, the brain will likely persist in keeping the alarm going. So I always talk about the need for clarity and understanding and decision making here. So what am I talking about? Let's learn. And a few days back, look for a video where I speak about 3 ways to overcome doubt. But that video, the exact same video, could be 3 ways to overcome symptoms. 1, knowledge. Understand that the brain perceiving danger is the cause of symptoms. Sometimes the danger is legit. You fall down the stairs, you smack your head or your arm or your elbow, you break a bone. The perceived danger is real, legitimate, true injury. And the brain's perception of that, awareness of that accident, causes it to turn on the pain. The perception that you broke a bone turns on the pain. But in many cases, particularly chronic pain, chronic symptoms, there is no imminent actual threat or harm. And in many cases, symptoms kind of come out of the blue, which is what I hear a lot. Just kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know why. All of a sudden I just started hurting. And then they call it an injury. Well, that was when I injured myself. How did you injure? I don't know. It just started hurting. That's not injuries. That's not how injuries work. So let's get super clear. Injuries hurt the moment they happen, and gradually over time they get better. In some cases, the pain goes away very quickly. So what we want to do is get super clear on what causes symptoms. Once you have that, then you say, okay, is my brain perceiving danger based on an accurate threat or danger, or is it a misperceived threat or danger? Now, in the cases of life stress, emotional stress, repressed emotions, as Dr. Sarno spoke about, financial stress, relationship stress, whatever it may be, those things are not truly harming us physically. There's no reason for symptoms just because you are having a lot of stress. So that would be a perceived danger, not an actual danger. And some people will say, yeah, but every time I get stressed out about X, Y, and Z, I get symptoms, so it must be harmful. No, it must mean that your brain is perceiving those things to be the danger and therefore turning on the alarm. And it's our job to recognize that and then begin to teach the brain, there's no reason for me to hurt or to be sick, to have these unwell feelings, right? So number 1, understand how this human system works. Number 2, figure out, does this apply to me? Are my perceived dangers accurate or a misperception? How do we do that? painfreeyou.com, enter your name and email, download the assessment. For every symptom you have concern over, answer those questions. And if you answer one or more of those questions as true, then your brain is creating the symptoms based on the perception of danger. And that is a great way of ruling in the mind-body condition or the mind-body cause of your symptoms. So that's super important. Foundation, knowledge, what causes it, does it apply to me? And here's where I say about decision, because making the big decision to say, yep, that's it, is key. Because with that decision, guess what's going to happen? Your brain starts to accept that, okay, we've done our homework. We're not truly in imminent threat or danger. Any injuries that may have happened likely have healed already, especially if it's more than 3-4 months old. Any pains, for that example. And so it's really important for you to make this determination. Does this apply to me? And then decide, yes, I'm going to accept that. From there, it's really wise to say, this will be my dominant thought. The danger is perceived, not actual. I'm not in harm's way. My body is okay. I am not broken. I am not sick. And the more you can consistently show up with that main dialogue, the dominant thought that I'm actually okay, the more quickly the brain will turn off the alarm systems. So here's the title of the video. If you believe you're broken or sick, your brain will behave as if that's true. So if you believe you got a bum knee, guess what's going to happen when you climb the stairs? Ouch, ouch, ouch. If you believe you've got some injury from something, medications, if you think your hormones are the problem because you always get your migraine at that time of month, your brain will behave as if that's true. So there's an infinite number of examples of the brain perceiving danger, often incorrectly, but do the assessment. And if there's no imminent perfect cure waiting for you at the doctor's office, and this is kind of what you're looking at, let me encourage you to go all in here. Make the decision to accept that your brain is creating pain based on the perception of danger, not based on actual threat or danger. And when you form that belief based on the decision, it becomes so much easier, not easy, but easier to convince this brain to turn off the symptoms. This is not easy, but the concepts are simple. Danger creates symptoms, safety turns them off. Let's not fuel the danger with this belief that, well, maybe the doctor's missed something. Maybe, I don't know, it feels so real, so it's probably real. Or, yeah, I think mind, body, TMS, perceived danger is involved, but I think I have a real problem. By making that decision to hold on to the belief that you may be, or you probably are, dealing with the physical cause of pain, what you're doing is saying, I'm going to straddle the fence and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to stay there. And for many people, they'll say, my pain's not going away, even though I know about this mind-body concept. So maybe I'm right. Maybe it is physical. Or maybe the doubt created by straddling the fence and believing that you've got some weird hybrid, or that you've got some physical reason for the symptoms, maybe that is the cause for the symptoms to be sticking around. Doubt delays. Staying on the fence delays recovery. And a lot of people will say, I'll believe it when the pain goes away. Backwards. We got to believe it in order for the pain to go away. So let's do the evaluation. Understand that perceived danger creates symptoms and pains. Rule it in, mind-body assessment. Do it. It's worth it. Take the time. Download it at painfreeyou.com. Enter your name and email. Download the assessment. Do it as many times as you have symptoms. And let's rule this in. If you're checking off one or more boxes on this proven assessment, then your brain is creating the symptoms. And that's great news. Don't become afraid of your brain. Don't start becoming afraid of fear. Know that if your brain can turn on symptoms as a false alarm, you can learn how to turn them off. So if your brain believes that you are broken or sick in some way, it will behave as if that's true. So a core fundamental here is, let's lay the foundation. Let's understand it. decide that this is what's going on with us so that we can start to believe that there's a way out. I can get better because these are not real physical in nature. They're mind-body. The pain is real. Oh boy, it's real. I had it for 13 years. Nothing is more real than the pain or symptoms from the brain. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed the beautiful day out here. I feel like I'm getting a sunburn here in the sun, but drop your shoulders, hand on your heart, breathe slow, slow your breath, slow your thinking. Know that you're in the right place. Gradually expect things to get better, a little bit at a time. And know that you can gradually improve your response, improve your clarity, fall into doubt less often, panic, freak out less. And this is the way forward. This is the way to convey to the brain safety over and over and over again. And guess what? Getting outside, getting some sunshine, enjoying the beautiful, beautiful blue sky, white clouds. All this stuff conveys safety. Because if I was truly in danger, I wouldn't be sitting here with my shoulders down, relaxed, breathing calmly. A calm mind, not looping on fear, not looping on what if this, what if that, oh no, maybe the doctor missed something. That will keep the brain perceiving danger. So get clear, folks. That's your starting point. If you're still in doubt, get clear. If you need help getting clear, join the group coaching. I do a new member welcome call where we get deep with each individual person who shows up on what they're experiencing, what their concerns are, what they're fearing might be real, and we gain some clarity. And the folks that come through that new member welcome call seem to really benefit by this. They're feeling much relief in having had that conversation. So if you want that help gaining clarity, come join the group, painfreeyougroup.com. And you'll get tons of support there. 16 meetings a month. Many of the other group programs are once a week. I'm doing 4 a week, plus a new member welcome call. So give it a thought, and at minimum, watch the daily videos and not look for reasons that this stuff does not apply to you. Look for reasons that this stuff does apply to you and begin implementing. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I love you folks, and as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.